Mackenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your October 14th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They help you manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, AgRisk Advisors provides honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions that help you minimize risk and maximize profitability. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to AgRisk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. Meeting Place has reported on Tuesday the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments from both sides concerning California's Proposition 12 law, which was approved by California voters back in 2018. So Prop 12 bans the sale of pork in California if pigs are raised in breeding pens that do not allow them to turn around. This law, it does not just apply to pork raised in California. It would dictate rules to producers in the other 49 states and then also for Canada and Mexico. The National Pork Producers Council, also known as NPPC, along with the American Farm Bureau Federation, argued that the proposition violates the Constitution's Commerce Clause by having one state issue production mandates to others. The Humane Society argued Prop 12 standards are consistent and broadly share values that unite Americans of many persuasions. The animal rights group claims most existing swine production systems are inhumane. Even though the case doesn't impact cattle producers, NCBA has come out reaffirming its support of NPPC's position. The Supreme Court is expected to rule on the case sometime in the first half of 2023. According to Greg Henderson with Drovers, earlier this week, Google unveiled their new sustainability search feature, giving users the ability to view information about the environmental impact of certain choices, such as buying a new car or buying pre-owned clothes. This new Google search even goes as far as evaluating beef. And as you can guess, the company's metrics are heavily slanted against beef. According to NCBA, the new search feature provides inaccurate information on cattle production. NCBA's president, Don Schiefelbein, believes Google is using its billions of dollars of resources to target cattle producers and ignore the science that demonstrates beef sustainability and value to the government. To create the search feature, Google used some UN emissions data on beef globally, so that doesn't take into account how much more sustainably American beef is produced. So they aren't using accurate data. At the end of the day, that's basically it. As we all know, livestock, they only account for a small portion of greenhouse gas emissions. If we were to eliminate all livestock here in the United States and remove beef from our diet, greenhouse gas emissions would only be reduced by 0.36% globally. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. They're hosting a school down in Valley Center, Kansas on October 28th and 29th. If you're in that area, I encourage you to check it out. And if you want to check out their schedule, head on over to their website, circle5cowschool.com. That's the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Drovers has also reported 4 Virginia farmers have filed suit in the U.S. Court of Federal Claims over repeal of the minority debt relief effort for USDA borrowers via the Inflation Reduction Act. The farmers allege repeal of the debt relief effort is a breach of contract by the government, arguing some farmers made financial plans based on the expectation that their debt would just go away. In 2021, 14,000 farmers of color received letters from USDA promoting debt relief of around $2.4 billion. This debt relief was solely based on the color of a farmer's skin and it was contained within the American Rescue Plan. It didn't go anywhere because of court challenges. White farmers filed suits alleging discrimination since the debt relief was based on race, not on need. So as a result, debt forgiveness based on color was replaced with a plan based on need instead, as you would expect. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump is likening this situation to the loss of assistance to Black farmers after the Civil War. John Boyd, founder of the National Black Farmers Association, believes our government needs to honor its commitment to the thousands of Black, Native American, and other farmers of color who are being forced into bankruptcy and foreclosures. Today's cattle market highlights are brought to you by the U.S. Cattlemen's Association. USCA's annual meeting and cattle producers forum is right around the corner. Join them in Nashville, Tennessee this upcoming December 8th through the 10th for interactive discussions on the future of the industry, including a market update with DV Auctions' one and only Corbett Wall. If you want more information, head on over to their website, uscattlemen.org. Drovers has reported, over the past few months, market leverage has dramatically shifted in favor of ranchers and feeders. Increasing cattle prices and declining wholesale beef prices have eroded the historic packer margins from a year ago to about $15 per head, according to the Sterling Beef Profit Tracker. Last year at this time, packers were making right around $711 per head. For the week ending October 8th, feeders saw average profits of $93 per head, up about $35 from the week before. Feed costs for cattle marketed last week averaged $615 per head, up $83 per head from last year. And the estimated total cost for finishing a steer last week was $1,962 per head, up from last year's estimate of $1,715 per head. That is all I have for you guys. That is all I have for you guys this week. I hope everyone's week has been great. You guys have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you next week.